What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. On today's video, I'm going to be talking about my Jon Boat. Now, I bought this boat when I was 15 years old, so I've had it for over 26 years now, and man, I've caught an absolute ton of fish out of this boat. I've won tournaments out of this boat. I actually had my biggest winning bag of fish ever out of this boat. So I can't even remember what the weight was. It was over 26 pounds, but man, I've caught so many fish in this boat. And a lot of you all have been asking me to do a Jon Boat overview video, and I have not. So I'm gonna get a little bit into the history of this boat, how I bought it, you know, when I bought it, and what I've done to it, what things I've changed on it, and just basically go over the boat, just do a full Jon Boat overview. So let's go ahead and jump into it. All right, so as I said in the intro, I bought this boat when I was 15 years old. So my dad saw it for sale. A guy down the road had it for sale for $1,200. This is a 1996 model boat, and I bought it in 1999 for $1,200 with the same 9.9 Mercury that is on the back to this day. So talking about prices, you know, prices now for Jon Boats are absolutely crazy. You used to could just pick them up for little to nothing. Well, that's not the case anymore. So got very, very lucky to buy this boat when I was very young. And I bought it with money that I'd made for painting gas tanks. I worked with my uncle out for a propane company, and I painted propane tanks and as a summer job when I was 14 and 15 years old. So I saved up enough money to be able to buy this boat. Now, at the time that I bought this boat, I didn't even have anything to pull it with. I didn't have a truck. I obviously didn't have a license at 15 years old, but I was able to pull it. My dad would pull it. We'd go fish out of it. Up until the point of when I got a license. So as I said, it's a 1996 Alumacraft Crappie Deluxe. Now this boat did not have a deck on it when I bought it. I put a deck on it probably maybe about 4 or 5 years after I bought this boat. I put a front casting deck on it and also put a little back deck on it as well. So I'm gonna go over that, but we're gonna start up front right here with the trolling motor. And we're going to talk about the trolling motor a little bit, what it is, what battery I run on it, and all of that. So let's get into it. All right, so up front here, I have a 55-pound thrust Minn Kota Edge. Now, through the years, I've had several different trolling motors on this. 55-pound thrust is like the perfect pound thrust trolling motor for this boat. So it's still light, it's not super heavy, but it has plenty of force to be able to move this boat around very, very easily. Now, one thing that I always ran into on this boat was power. You know, a typical 12-volt lead acid battery or even an AGM battery, when I was fishing heavy current, I could not fish all day long. I would run the battery down. So now I'm very lucky to have a lithium battery in this boat. Before I did have a 24-volt system with 2 AGM batteries. It was very, very heavy. It slowed the boat down a lot. But now with the lithium, they're so light, I don't have to worry about that. So I have a Golden Mate Orion in here. So this is a 100 amp hour 12-volt lithium, and it pulls this boat absolutely amazing. The trolling motor pulls this boat amazing, and the battery lasts forever. I fished 4 trips in a row on this battery and never killed it. Like literally, it is amazing. So I do have a link to the battery in the description below, so be sure to check it out. I have a discount code as well. But lithium in a small Jon Boat is the deal. I'm telling you, it is the deal. And you know, it's so much better than a lead acid battery because you just don't have to worry about the battery dying down, especially if you're fishing in heavy wind or in heavy current situations like I do a lot of times. So like I said, the trolling motor, Minn Kota Edge, 55-pound thrust. This is a 15-foot boat. I don't think I mentioned that, but it is a 15-foot boat. It pulls this boat around absolutely amazing. So I'm actually going to show y'all the battery compartment with the battery in it as well real quick. So let me show you that. All right, so here is the battery compartment. It just opens up like I said, I have the Orion 1000 in here. This battery is absolutely amazing. You can see right here, I think you can see it's at 100%. This battery is Bluetooth, and it has a touchscreen on it, so you can see what percent the battery is at, and how many amps you're using, how much power is left, how many kilowatts are going out. It's absolutely amazing. It's an awesome battery, and it has an awesome price as well. So like I said, that's a Golden Mate Orion 1000. You can see it right there. But this is the front battery compartment. The battery fits in there. I have extra room right here to put the charger in. And this box came like this from the factory. So this isn't something that I added. It came just like this, but it's super nice to be able to just close that up with the battery in it. And right here, I have just a cool foot pad on the pedal, and like I said, just a standard 55-pound thrust Minn Kota edge. So now I'm going to talk about the front deck. Now you can see the front deck right here. Originally, the floor went all the way up to right here. So this came out and it dropped straight down. Now I just put aluminum channel along the edges right here. So along the edges on both sides. And I just took aluminum angle and square channel and made, you know, in a grid pattern, the support for the deck. And then this is 1/8 inch. I believe it's 1/8 inch. I'm almost positive aluminum. It might be a little bit thicker than that, actually. But it might be, it's not 1/4 inch, so it might be maybe 3/16. But I put an aluminum deck on here, so this is aluminum, and I just cut it to go around and lay down on my support. So it's very sturdy, and that's basically all it is. I didn't make any compartments in it. I have it where I can use up underneath of here for storage. So I have tools and life jackets, spare prop right there, my little paddle, and that's a little toolbox right there. So that's up underneath the deck there. So that's basically what I got going on the front deck. I also wanted to show you all the rod straps that I use. These are mine that I make. These are GF Outdoors rod straps. These are in the lime green. I have some on the back as well, so I will show you all them. But these are the 15-inch rod tie downs right here. These have been on here for over 2 years. And check it out. Like, still fully elastic, no issues whatsoever. So I'm telling you, if you have a Jon Boat, or any boat and you need some tie downs on it, check out my website, gfoutdoors.com, because I have these on here in a ton of different colors. And I also have a discount code down in the description. Gunfish TV is the discount code. So, but anyway, we're going to work our way back to the back of the boat, and we're going to get back to the motor, and that's where we're going to finish up. But right here, this is the live well. So I just carpeted around this basically, but this is a live well. It's probably maybe a 15-gallon live well. And you can see right here, I put like a spray bar system in here with a bilge pump. So that's how I aerate the water. And then it also has an aerated pump in. But like I said, this is just, this came in here. I didn't do anything special. Right here is the switch for my aerator. So I turn it on and off with a switch. And I just have the wire where it runs right here on top of the floor. My throwable device goes on top of it and it comes in right here. But just a standard old live well. I've had a bunch of bass in there before in tournaments, but I don't fish that many tournaments out of this boat anymore. So I do have a live well. And like I said, sometimes I would have wished it was bigger, but it's been big enough. It's been big enough. It has served the purpose. So over here on the side, you can see I have my ruler, and then I have my net right here. And I have my catch straps. These are the catch board tie downs that I make. So you can either use them for a catch board or obviously use them for other things as well. Those are available on my website. But I like to keep everything kind of tied down very nicely in here. So when I pull this boat out, I have everything. I automatically have everything. I don't have to search for stuff, put it in the boat. I want to have everything right here in the boat and available. So one thing I did forget on the front of the boat right here is my, my graph. This is just a Hook 7, Lowrance Hook 7, old school graph, nothing special. I run that off of this same battery right here. That runs my trolling motor. So that just has down imaging, and it doesn't even have side scan or anything. So, but right here, this is what I use to film my videos from that back angle. You know, a lot of times when I catch a fish, I switch over to that back angle. I like doing that. But this is just a back compartment right here that came in the boat. And I keep, you know, line and different stuff back here, some hand towels, some good old rage bugs, of course, and some scound bugs. Got a couple bottles of water back here, some different stuff. And just a nice little compartment to have to be able to throw some stuff in. Like I said, that came in the boat. I didn't do that, you know, so it had the front compartment for the battery and then the back compartment right here in the boat. These float pods right here, or kind of, these are filled with foam basically. It had these on both sides. You can see I have the black GF Outdoors rod tie downs right here. And, you know, so I got the green ones up front. I have black ones back here on the back. But this right here, I'm going to turn around and we're going to come around this side right here. But this is just a little compartment, you know, it was actually in here like this, you know, where it's separated in the middle between these two float pods. So I put my gas tank here, and then I took 2 pieces of angle right here, screwed them into the side, and this is 3/4 inch plywood that I carpeted. So nothing fancy at all. It's just a little compartment that I can open. It covers the gas tank. And if somebody's fishing back here, they can stand on it. They have a nice little platform right here to stand on, and plenty of room. And then they can take their rod and reels, set them here, put the rod tips that way, and strap them down. So I always want to make sure my co-anglers have, you know, storage, and I want to make sure that they have somewhere to be able to put their rods and tie their rods down. So that's pretty much how that works. Like I said, nothing fancy. There's nothing fancy about this boat at all. I try to keep everything super simple, and you know, that's it. So we're going to come right here to the motor. So the good old Merc. This is a Merc 99, 1996 model that came on the boat. The original owner of this boat that I bought it from actually had a Johnson 99. He was a Johnson guy. So when he bought this boat, he took the motor off and put the Johnson on here and never ran this motor. So literally this motor had 0 hours on it when I bought it. It is no telling how many hours it has on it now. A bunch. So anyway, 96 Mercury 99, I put a 15 horsepower carburetor on here, and I also put Boyson Reeds on it. You know, this boat, I get about 20 to 21 mile per hour out of it with me by myself. It does pretty good to be, you know, a 15-foot boat, and to have, you know, basically a 15 horsepower motor on it. It does good. I have had a 25 horsepower on here before. It did about 32 mile per hour with that, but I no longer had the 25 horsepower motor. So it's just a regular old tiller steer, 2-stroke. I absolutely love this motor. I will never get rid of it until just probably forever and ever and never and never, to be honest with you. It is a perfect running motor, and it has never let me down, not one time. So I just made a little, to keep it from moving back and forth when I'm traveling, I just made a little deal here to wrap around the tiller and put right here to hold it. So it holds it nicely right there. And you know, I don't have those on the website. I didn't know if anybody would be interested in something like that. If you are, let me know, and I can make them in whatever color you want to make them in. But as far as the trailer, I just have these guide-on bunks right here. You know, it's a galvanized trailer, so I don't have to worry about any rusting or anything. LED tail lights. I put these fenders on here earlier this year. Just put some plastic fenders on it. The original galvanized fell off, just got in bad shape. But you know, this boat is a phenomenal boat for doing what I need for it to do. So I can take this boat on fairly big water. It's 15 foot. It does have a really good beam. I think the beam on it is 56 inches. So it has a decent beam, so it's not like crazy tippy like some Jon boats can be if they're super narrow. But it's a good fishing platform, and I absolutely love this boat. Like I said, I've had it for 26 years, and the amount of bass that I've caught out of this boat is probably, I mean, I have no clue. Definitely in the thousands, 100%. And, you know, it's been a good boat. It really needs to be, you know, recarpeted soon. It's starting to get a little weathered. I do keep it covered here in my shelter. You can see my Ranger's not here because it's still in the shop, but it needs to be, you know, recarpeted. The front deck's still in good shape, but I thought about going back with like vinyl flooring or going with C-deck or something like that, maybe as a springtime project. But man, I love this boat, you know, and I know you all have been wanting me to do an overview for you all, and I just hadn't got around to it. And well, I finally did it. So if you have any other questions, let me know. But like I said, it's a 96 model Alumacraft Crappie Deluxe. And really the only things I've done to it is I put a front deck on it, and I put the little back deck on the back right there. But awesome boat. It fishes well. I fished Lake Gaston on it. I fished some big bodies of water. And, you know, as long as it's not like crazy rough out there, it does perfectly fine. But one of the best things that I ever did in this boat, honestly, was now I have the lithium battery. That's such a big deal in this boat, is having a lithium battery in it. And then also, you know, I love my rod tie downs as well. You know, I'm kind of biased because I make them, but they're the best you can get. They won't stretch out. They won't, you know, they're really good. So, and then also I got, you know, stuff organized, you know, really well in this boat. And like I said, it fishes good. I can put 5 rods on each side. I like to put my tackle box right here so I can access it well. And then a lot of times I take my soft plastic box and I'll slide it up underneath the deck right there. So everything's very accessible. So anyway, if you have any questions about the boat, you know, ask them in the comments down below and I'll answer them. And, you know, there you go. 96 Alumacraft Crappie Deluxe overview right there. And man, I'm going to get this thing out tomorrow and hopefully catch some fish on it. And maybe soon I'll have my Ranger back. You know, they said maybe a week or 2 from now I should have it back. So hopefully that's the deal. But anyway, I really appreciate y'all checking out this video. This coming Wednesday will be another fishing upload. And like I said, every Monday we're going to have some kind of different video like this, boat overview, you know, tactics, techniques, different stuff like that. And then Wednesdays and Fridays will be straight up fishing. So anyway, I appreciate everybody that watches my videos so much. Hit that subscribe button. I appreciate it. And I'll see you next time on Gunfish TV.